Construction on the new hospital officially kicked off with a groundbreaking ceremony on September 22, 2011. By May of 2012, cranes were being installed on the site, and the first concrete for the building foundations was poured in June. Construction will go year-round until the expected completion date in 2015.
After spending some time in the mock-up rooms, we thought it would be a good idea to come down to the construction site. I'm here with Senior Project Manager Jeff McKay. Jeff, tell me a little bit about your role here with the building of the hospital.
So how Ellis Don does it, we do this, it's truly a team effort here. So there's myself and Peter Hubrick, my General Superintendent, and the two of us are sort of charged with bringing this project to fruition. Obviously on a project of this nature, there's a huge bunch of individuals that help us out, and our team members there's a lot of us back in here to help us out. But my function is basically from the commercial standpoint of the construction project. So all of the tendering, letting of contracts, negotiating contracts, all the financial side of the project is my responsibility. And then Peter, his responsibility is to work on site. So the two of us work together very, very closely to bring the project in on time and on budget.
You're building a campus here versus building one building. How is that different? Like, what's the difference between building a bunch of buildings or a big complex versus building, say, one office tower?
Right. So this is a greenfield site. As this is a triple P and also a DBF.
And what's triple P?
Sorry, triple P is a private-public partnership.
Okay.
So, and it's a DBFM, which is a design, build, finance, maintain project. So we're responsible for all the design, all the financing, all the construction, and then we actually maintain the hospital after that. So we have a stake in the hospital. Unlike a regular development where we work downtown, we build an office building, we're finished.
So there's a lot going on this campus. Like, there's not just you're not just working in one part of it, you're working in a bunch of different parts. How many people are here on an average day?
So right now we have about 400 workers on site. And then the trailer complex that you've seen earlier, there'd be about 100 office staff. Ellis Don ourselves, we have about 35 people on site, and we have our consultants here. Then each one of the mechanical, electrical contractors have their own offices set up here as well. So currently there's about 500 people total on site. Once the project gets a little bit further along, we'll be up to a maximum of about 1,200 men on site every day.
And that's including, like, for example, we're standing on what's going to be third line.
Correct.
And so that'll be involving people who are working on this, who are working on that. You said there was a tunnel going, there's a tunnel going underneath.
Yeah, so not only are we building the hospital, we're actually building an extension for the new third line, which will go all the way up to the future Burnhamthorpe Road. We're also building a new road over here at Western Road, which will go from Dundas all the way up to the new Burnhamthorpe. And then underneath here, we're working with the region, and we're actually doing a very large sanitary line that runs, it's about 45 feet deep. It's about an 8-foot diameter pipe that runs all the way up this new third line and will connect up to Burnhamthorpe as well.
So you guys are basically it's almost like a little city for you guys.
It's a very busy spot. Yes, we're working in all kinds of areas as opposed to just there that you see. We're also doing a diversion channel up at the top. So,
what kind of challenges do you guys face in this kind of construction? Because hospitals are a very specific kind of construction. Do you guys facing any unique challenges?
Hospitals are always unique in and of themselves. They're a very complicated project to build. This is a little more complicated in that we are doing roads. We are the developer here as well. So we are, as I said, we're doing the roads, the sewers, all the site servicing. It can be a bit challenging. It's just to get all through the permitting stages and to do all of that and the design and complete that and work with the hospital. So it's just, and the sheer size of it. It's 1.5 million square feet of hospital. There's a 400,000 square foot 6-story parking garage. There's parking for 1,800 cars outside. It's a big project.
What's the timeline like for you guys? Like, well, obviously there's quite a bit done now, but what's the timeline going forward?
So substantial completion for us is July 31st of 2015. We actually started pouring our first bit of concrete on site on May 15th of this year. So the construction itself is about a 3-year, 36-month process, but we also, as I said, do the design and do all that ahead of time. So really it's about 50 months from the time we're awarded the contracts to the time the hospital takes possession in July of 2015.
The landscape on the new hospital site changes daily as the towers rise from the ground and other aspects of the new campus begin to take shape. Up on the 3rd floor of the new hospital, President John Oliver envisions how the hospital will look when it's open to the public in 2015.
We are on right now a connecting bridge Between the third floor on this wing, we'll have Matt Child unit, and over here is the inpatient medical surgery unit, and this is a connecting corridor. So when you're coming up on elevators and things in the future, this is where we're standing, on that sort of a service corridor with public elevators, so we're not coming into it.
So as we've been walking through the site today, there's a lot going on here.
Yes, it's a great project. So we're on a 50-acre site, so it really is a big campus. And we're building almost 1,600,000 square feet for the hospital. We'll have about 457 beds in it when we open, and lots of great services, and lots of room for the community. That's the most important thing for us, because we're so out of room now down at the old OTMH. This will give us room for the future for the community of Oakville.
Now, work doesn't stop here. We're hearing work going on all the time that we've been here. And of course, we were in the mock-ups and we were learning a little bit about what the hospital will look like after it's constructed. What exactly could someone look forward to, like when they're in this corridor or when they're walking down one of the corridors in the hospital when it's finished? Because obviously now when we're walking through it, we're walking through open beams and that kind of thing. So it's going to be completely different.
Yeah. So our goal is to have an environment that makes people feel at home and welcomed and at peace. Hospitals are very stressful places. So you want the physical built environment to be calming and relaxing. So that's when they're here, it should be a very quiet, lovely, peaceful moment. They'll have views out windows where behind me you can see the lake. Still should have lake views out these windows. There's a big courtyard down there that's going to bring light into some of the interior parts of the hospital. So lots of daylight spilling in, just like we have today, but with proper windows and fixtures on it. Yeah.
What's the timeline that we're looking for? Like now we're on the third floor, and obviously there's a lot more to go. What's the timeline we're looking for?
So there's two big dates. In the summer of 2015, we will arrive at substantial completion. So if you're a homeowner, substantial completion is when the builder says the house is yours, you get the keys, you now own it. But then you have to move in and get all your stuff in. So for us, that's about a 4-month move-in. It's not a weekend, it's about 4 months. So substantial completion, summer 2015, and we will be providing patient care by about December 2015.
While this construction is going on, what do you guys
So we are moving from a building of 400,000 square feet to a building of 1,600,000 square feet. Virtually every patient care system changes, the layout of our nursing units change. So we've already initiated the work done to transition our staff to be ready for startup in this building. We don't want to we want people coming in here on the first day wondering where to park their car, let alone how to find their workstation and how to care for patients. So we're starting almost 3 years in advance with really detailed, comprehensive plans so that opening day goes without a hitch, and if we can get opening day delivered perfectly for our community and for our patients and families, day 2 will be easier, day 3 will be easier than that, and then we're off and running. So enormous amount of work right now on understanding every single part of the hospital, how we will operationalize it, what the policies and procedures are, how staff will work in it, how patients will find it and leave it and come and go in it. All that is going on right now.
What are you most looking forward to when the new hospital opens?
Well, cutting the ribbon would be really nice, because then a lot of the work's behind us. We're then into the building. So I think we're all really looking forward to that opening day and having that completed. But besides that, I think it's being able to offer the community, which has been an incredibly generous, supportive community of this hospital for generations, to offer them a state-of-the-art, patient-centered environment that has absolutely leading-edge technology in it and meets the needs of the community and in all ways, not just that we're here as we get bigger, but we are serving the spiritual needs, the emotional needs, all of the needs that people have when they present at the hospital. And that's our opportunity here to get that right.